In this beautiful island country, lying just 90 miles off the coast of Miami, little has changed in the past 50 years. Vintage automobiles share road space filled with horses and bicycles, and bakeries still deliver bread door to door each morning. In this land, little changed by modern developments. The hearts and souls of Cuban nationals are changing now more than ever. North Carolina Baptist volunteers have a rare opportunity to help facilitate this change.
We would like to make an invitation to the Baptist churches in North Carolina to come and to be with us and to work with us in expanding the gospel here in this part of Cuba, with the confidence that you will have a great experience to be able to take back to your churches when you return from these projects. It is an invitation from us to have you as brothers working together in the construction of the kingdom of God here in my country.
Some people have asked, how are we going to Cuba? We have a religious license from the U.S. Treasury Department. It's a 2-year license that allows us to travel and work in Cuba. Beginning in 2004 and going through at least 2006, we'll be partnering with the Eastern Baptist Convention in Cuba. They've asked us to help them with several big projects, mostly construction projects to start with. They've asked us to help them with their elderly home. They've asked us to help them with the construction of several camps. They've asked us to help them with seminary construction and also with some construction projects at their Baptist office.
Just outside the city of Santiago, Cuban Baptists have been given permission to construct a home for the elderly. Located on this property is a new church building that, although completed, sits empty and unused due to government regulation until the entire project is finished.
This facility is being built for elderly people who don't have family to take care of them in their old age. Some of them are pastors without children. Some are other members of Baptist churches. They have used all of their resources in the construction of this home, and it's about 60 or 70% finished. They need our help to finish this project. That's their #1 priority. The construction projects are a lot like projects in other parts of the world where it's not so much framing, but it's block and cement and that type of construction.
Working with the Cuban work teams that are down here was an exciting thing. They do things differently than we do. I settled in working on a cement mixer, which they had some specific tasks they wanted done, and it was a little bit of a messy task, but that was the way they wanted it done, so I was willing to do that and had a great time doing it. I find them to be very, very committed to their task, and not realizing it, that all of those folks were fellow Baptist members of Baptist churches. And so there's a double commitment here, not only of a job, but this is our church effort kind of thing.
Throughout Cuba, summer camps have become a vital part of a church life, extending the outreach of the local church through discipleship and training.
For us, the camps are very important because the laws in this country, the camps are the only location for us where we can celebrate outside of the churches to celebrate activities. During the summertime in these camps, we have folks from all different ages to go and to participate in the retreats. Also, the retreat centers or camps are used for training and equipping people. They are a vital part of our convention's work.
The camps that we visited need dormitory space, and a chapel. We visited one small camp, and they told us in this one building we were in that there were 200 children that would sleep in that one room, 2 to a bed. There is tremendous response to camps. The camps are located in remote areas, so when volunteer teams go to work on these camps, they're going to be staying right there at the camp, and it'll be a great opportunity to get to know your Cuban Baptist brothers and sisters and work side by side with them. It's going to be exciting to be a part of construction at those camps.
Go back and you'll say, you need to go to Nibujon because it's such a nice place. While we've been here, we've eaten chicken, pork, goat, lots of different fruit. I would say always rice, usually some tomatoes, and then some potatoes or other potato-looking things.
Each Sunday, there are more than 200,000 people who are in attendance and worshiping in a Baptist church in Cuba. In fact, the number of churches, missions, house churches, and baptisms has doubled in the last 6 years. We have a real rare opportunity and privilege to work beside these dedicated men and women. Their faith is very rich, and they are going to give everything they have for your trip to be just a memorable, life-changing experience for you.
I would love to bring a group of folks back with me sometime soon. I would like to be back, and what I would challenge them is, first of all, there's a simple commitment to faith that these people have. So it's a great escape from our rushing and constant pushing around here in regards to our society. It's a whole different world. I came as a translator for the group, but I am leaving with a great appreciation for the people that up until now I didn't know.
God's working all over the world in ways oftentimes we never hear about, we don't know about, we're not aware of. But we know about Cuba now. We've been there, we've seen what God's doing. Before I went to Cuba, I had images of old cars and hand-rolled cigars. After going to Cuba, I think about the children we saw. I think about the faces in the churches. I think about the songs and the hymns that were sung. I think about dedicated leaders. I think about the seminary students that we met at their seminary. I think about people who have so little but are giving everything they have in service to Christ. And I think about what God's doing. And that's my view. Those are the images I have of Cuba now. God's opened this door, and we've got to walk through it.